Joe Biden has never been a big arena speaker. He's never been the most fluid speaker. And by the way, as someone who had a stutter growing up, it's very obvious to me that there's an apostrophe at the end of supporters there. He was referring to the garbage spewed by supporters, not simply the supporters themselves.
Sources tell CNN that the president is in do no harm mode, stapling himself to the bench at the direction of the Harris campaign. Well, even from the White House, he may have done some pretty significant harm in the final week of the campaign.
Why is he sitting in front of a laptop at the exact same moment Kamala Harris is out on his backyard trying to give the closing argument to her campaign? What in the world is he doing?
I don't know why people cannot accept that this was bad. This guy is now blaming Apostle. Like, I don't understand. Kamala break her silence. According to this clip, Kamala Harris appeared to defend Biden after he called tens of millions of voters garbage. Doesn't have a problem with it because it clarified his comment. Listen, I think that first of all, he clarified his comment. I strongly disagree with any criticisms of people based on who they vote for. You heard my speech last night. I'm seeing the double standard here. The way the mainstream media is reporting this is different, and some people are still standing up to defend this comment, though struggling to twist it. Like Biden clarified his comment. He was talking to people who made some comment at Madison Square Garden.
He's a convicted felon. I mean, we need to be done. I don't want to hear his name again. I don't.
Landfills in Puerto Rico that are taking over the water system, being poured into the oceans, and really polluting and damaging the island. That could have been what he was referencing to, but it was just poor time and just poor choice of words that I think that folks that are on the fence really led them away from Trump at this time. So I think that's why strategically he needs to address it.
Did it at all make you question your support for him?
No.
I do believe it could hurt. But I also learned that the reason the reference was made is because there's 29 dump sites, garbage dump sites in Puerto Rico, and the Biden administration, Biden-Harris administration, are not allowing them to burn it. So they're the ones turning Puerto Rico into a garbage dump. That's what I heard. I'm not sure how true it is. Puerto Rico's only 70 miles by 35 miles, 29 garbage dumps that they can't do anything with it. I mean, you figure it out.
Does the comment and the fact that it took place at one of his largest events of the year make you question your support for him at all?
No, not at all.
Your comments like that, does that change your perspective about who you might vote for?
No. So nervous about those comments right there. Well, it has to do, as I said, with one of the most important voting blocks in one of the most important places, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, you remember the Commonwealth. Joe Biden won it by just 81,000 votes in 2020. Donald Trump won it by 44,000 votes in 2016. So you get the idea. It's really close in Pennsylvania.
Yes, I came to a conclusion that you don't need to convince people a lot. People know what is going on. No matter how you give speeches, talk, try to sabotage, it's not working. Look at people. They are awake. They are seeing what is happening. They understand the politics behind this. Now Biden made a comment. You are not seeing it everywhere, like the comedian comment during that Madison Square Garden rally. You are not seeing it. But just try as a Republican to say this, you will see how the mainstream media will pick it up. I was impressed when I saw this video, Fox News, interviewing people to know their mindset pertaining to what is going on. Yesterday, CNN did a segment where they went on the street to ask people about that comedian joke. They were shocked to realize it has no impact.
It feels very demeaning, I've been a Republican my whole life, and it's a privilege to be a Republican and a conservative, and I stand for conservative values, and I think I can process thoughts and have my own thought pattern, and to be called garbage for those thoughts is not necessarily an uplifting comment.
Were you surprised?
No, not at all. No, not coming from him or his party.
She's in office now, so she has the opportunity to enact these policies and affect change now, and she's not doing it. So if she really cared about us, which I don't think this administration does, she would do it now. I mean, we had Obama say we clung to our guns and religion. Hillary called us deplorables, and now Biden calls us trash. So that's what the left really thinks of us, and I think it's disgusting.
What do you think about that trash comment? You seem just like an average day woman, want to pay your bills, provide for your family. When he decided to call on that call yesterday on the web call you trash, what went through your mind?
I mean, we're just normal Americans that are trying to make a difference in the people around us in business. I'm a businesswoman. And to be called trash is just, it's degrading. That's really what they think of us is we're like deplorables and trash.
If you don't want to be compared to those people in history, don't steal their lines.
Something immediately tried to clarify it, Joe, but it's certainly a story on the right who are trying to paint this to be the next basket of deplorables.
Well, of course, and Donald Trump says shocking things every day in Fox News, and all of his apologists of the Republican Party immediately go to it and brush it off, explain it away, or just completely ignore it. Here, they're trying to make a firestorm out of something that, again, if you look at it, you look at what he said immediately afterward, which Donald Trump didn't say. He immediately afterwards said, no, that's not what I meant. I was talking about the comedian and people that supported that kind of talk.
Look at him. This same man, if I show you the video he did, I think about 3 clips covering what happened at Madison Garden. They did a lot of segment. Now look at them here. They're covering up everything, supporting Biden. Like that was just a normal thing, you know? So you see the double standard I was talking about. It should not be this way. If you are a true journalist, you should be able to call AA. Don't see A because you align with A, you twist it away. That is not real journalism. You are doing propaganda. That is a problem I have with these people. They don't call real issues the way it is. Then tell me how people will trust you when you continue to do this. It's a big issue. I've seen this over and over. Reason sometimes I don't even want to report videos coming from these people because of all this. They spew it out. When it comes, they will know that it is wrong, but they'll still twist it. They cannot say, oh, Biden said it the wrong thing at the wrong time, and it's causing problems. I want to see CNN do a segment to say, oh, let's see how, if this will affect Kamala's chances. You will not see them do that.
Great if she could run on what Biden has done, because what Biden has done is actually tremendous.
I agree.
And I think it is absolutely bananas that she has to even think of distancing herself from the Jobs and Infrastructure Act, from the CHIPS Act, from the PACT Act. We haven't done infrastructure. Why are you laughing?
Please keep talking about the CHIPS Act.
The target? Okay, well, tell me which countries are shit on. I'll do it.
Treatment than real Americans.
I have mixed them. There's something wrong with me. I find that guy very funny. So.
Aggressively anti-common sense.
Right.
That takes place on the left.
Right. So
that's why they keep running that ad.
Fascist, his friends are all dictators.
I don't care about that at all.
Fight for your country.
You're calling yourself.
Well, this is a problem.
Holmes Enterprise.
If you are over 18, please register to vote for something else.
Are now stepping forward.
Seen before.
I don't care if they write that.
This is happening.
She's very close to Trump. She's 30.
A financial Republican.
On Tim Walz.
Look at what Democrats are experiencing.
And sometimes there's a trend line that I never noticed before and make me go, whoa.
You know, Whoopi, you always say you don't believe in polls.
Throw a birthday party for Diddy.
Hey, you're calling yourself.
Well, this is a problem.
If you are over 18, please register to vote for